start.
Yes. Yes, I have.
Okay.
Now, can we all see the screen?
Perfect.
Yes, better now.
Very well.
I think the training just started now. The training just started now, so I can see your screen very well.
Yeah. Everybody here is very funny. Very funny. Very, very funny.
Finally.
Yes. Now this is, as you can see, Med Square Pharmacy Limited. Med Square is one of the subsidiaries, or one of the member of the group of my company, and you can see taxes due there is 2. That's the one problem. Taxes due there now is 2. So I will have to like use the one that have VAT on it, because we can't use this one. You can see there is CIT, only CIT here. Are we seeing it?
Yes,
Hello?
yes, yes.
So it's only CIT. Let me use the other one to explain. If we'll get it, we are going to get it. It's very simple. That person actually asked me if my company, my services are totally VAT exempted. How am I going to do filing for new? If I'm right, Abi?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. So you log in as usual. You know that's Med Square own. The reason why it is 2, after the holiday, they've not added the room for me to file VAT for December, and it has been something I've been waiting for, so I'll be able to use it to explain this class. I don't know what has happened, so but I will still use that one for the Madiba Hub that has this one. You can see the taxes due is 3. So I'll click on it. I have my CIT, and I have my VAT. So I'll click on process. Now, my services are totally VAT exempt. It means all the sales you make, if I make 5 million, that 5 million is exempted from VAT. For example, I am a pharmaceutical store. I have a pharmaceutical store. I'm the accountant there. I want to file new. Now, this is the system. Come to the same way, your taxes due. Click on taxes due. Go to process. Now, I told you if my sales is 6 million, the 6 million is totally exempted from VAT. It will be new. You come to this place, it's the only adjustment, goods and services exempt. Then here you have, I already have it here. Let me remove this one. Now, you can see the first thing you have here, all pharmaceutical and medical. If I'm right, the product name that will be there is drugs. The amount is your total sales for that period. Let's assume the total sales is 7 million naira, this particular amount. Or let me put 7 million. Now, I'm going to click on add record. But before you add record, you put your returning currency. You can see it has updated it. Line item updated. Click on your returning currency again, then proceed. Then other adjustments, you don't have them. Who is calling Jibola? Jibola or Simbio? Other adjustments, you zero them. For the same, another adjustment again, you zero it. Now, you know that your services is totally exempted from VAT. If you only put that now, you are going to put your total sales, your actual 7 million here again, as your total sales. You can see your total, this one is new, zero here, because your goods and services are exempted and your total sales.
Wow.
they will be the same. So in a situation whereby your goods and services are exempted, a pharmaceutical store, you don't need to put any, you are not claiming anything. You are not claiming any, you don't have to claim anything because you are not even paying anything to anybody. You are not paying VAT to your suppliers. They won't charge you VAT. Likewise, you too, you won't charge your customer VAT. So that is why you don't have VAT claimable or VAT impute. So here you just click on your declaration and submit. I cannot do that. If I should click on declaration and submit, it means I filed name for my company this month, which is not possible because this Madiba
No,
is a hotel. Eh?
No, we're not allowed that, sir.
So that is that for goods and services exempted. And that is for the normal way. I think I've taken it the normal way to file VAT on tax Promax. So I think that is partially all for now, but I can give room for everybody to ask questions on the usage of tax Promax generally. I can give room for everybody to ask questions so that we can utilize this meaningful time we have. Do we have anybody that have any question?
Yes, I have question.
It was a guy that I asked question the other time. Let's allow that lady so that they won't say we cheat them.
Okay,
Like.
everyone. My question is, you talked about the impute VAT. Actually,
Yes.
This is not the first time I'm hearing about impute VAT, but my question is, for impute VAT, is it only the VAT that was charged to the, let's say, for instance, we have cost of sales and we have operating expense. Is impute VAT just for just for cost of sales, or is it just all the VAT that was charged by the supplier or vendor during the month? You understand? Now, the way you say impute VAT, it's something like it's only for cost of sales, not something like it's for all the VAT that was charged to the business during the month. So I want to know if it is for both.
Now, I get your question. The last month, some months ago, my CFO, my former CFO resigned. The new CFO that came told me something that he saw VAT on our bank statements. He now said, why can't we use this VAT to add to our VAT claimable in our computation? Now, the concept of VAT impute is this. VAT impute, you cannot use bank charges to claim VAT impute. That was the bank that one on your bank statements is bank charges. That was what I told him anyway. Now, the concept behind VAT impute is this. In the cost, okay, let me take our restaurants, for example. We have some suppliers supplying us basic food items. We also have suppliers supplying us drinks. Now, the ones with basic food items, they don't charge us VAT. The one with drinks, they do charge us. It is the only VAT you paid that are directly related to the cost of your business that you claim as VAT impute. Any other, and also every other services rendered to us, and they charge us VAT on it, or we charge them VAT. You see, for example, somebody that came to paint our restaurant is charging us VAT. Are you getting me? We are going to pay him that VAT, but we won't pay it, we won't take that amount as our VAT impute. Reason being that it is not directly related to our business. We don't do painting. He only rendered us service and he charged us VAT. The highest we can do is to charge him withholding tax and income, and that's all. So the person charging us VAT, if it is not direct, it is not directly related to what we are selling. We are selling drinks, we are selling food, but the person came to paint our restaurant. So he's charging us VAT. We cannot claim it as VAT input. Are we getting it now? So it is only VAT, direct cost of sales alone. The VAT you pay on your direct cost of sales that are meant to be claimed as your VAT input. I hope we are getting that.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. I understand.
So that's it. Yes, the man, the organ.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah. My question is not really on VAT, is on CIT filing.
Okay.
Yeah. I have issue with inputting the non-current asset into tax Promax. Now, if you are an existing business,
yes,
and you are using the tax Promax for the first time, when you get to where you input the non-current assets,
yes,
I don't know how someone can be able to input the accumulated depreciation. You know, tax Promax will compute current depreciation for you, but
yes,
there is a column there where they put cum depreciation. But if you put cum depreciation there and you add to your record, it will
yes.
automatically replace the current computed by tax Promax, and it will increase your operating expense, which will reduce your net profit. So how will you do that? Because I've been even
you see, the that's one of the weaknesses of tax Promax.
Exactly, sir.
Is one of the weaknesses of tax Promax. You see, the same problem, the same similar problem. I once had it though, but it will make you to now start practicing what we call rule-based rule-based system or principle-based. I think it's principle-based because you have to do it according to your discretion. What I did then was just
exactly,
yes,
sir.
now
that's what I did.
To go and adjust my depreciation. I just went to adjust my depreciation. Although it's not from this my particular company, it's for another company which I worked for some months back. Actually, I've forgotten the way I kind of reworked. I have to rework the account again so that my figures will be the profit I'm having in the account will be the same as what I'm having on the tax Promax. So I had that issues then. Maybe after the class, you can actually chat me up. I'll go back to that stuff and I'll see the way I did it then. So it's one of the weaknesses of tax. Even it's not only this one. Even withholding tax too is giving us problem. Ordinary withholding tax is giving us problem. So it's one of the weaknesses.
Exactly. Before you could upload the schedule on tax for withholding, it's always L. It's always L for me every month to upload the schedule of withholding
yes.
on tax is L.
You know that the schedule is one thing. Many people, you won't use the full Excel sheet. You make sure that the shape is exactly what you want to like. Oh, maybe our next class will look at filing withholding. I'll show you. If your Excel is your total full Excel, it won't go. It won't go. They won't even clear it because they will make sure the something is smaller. Like you break it, you break your Excel to that shape of what you are filing. to advertise you. I will try and show you because my system here does not have that withholding tax schedule. Doesn't have it. Maybe we can let me quickly show you something here. This withholding tax now. So download
group tax. Okay.
Now look at this. If the way it is like this, you won't expand it. If you are filing for one person, this particular person, this is the exact way you submit. You won't expand it like this.
You are faster than your screen, so you you exercise patience. It's not showing yet. It's loading. Yeah, you can continue. I'm used to it, so you can continue. I understand what you are saying.
Now, yes, look at this now. This logo, everything, don't edit. Just add your record. Now, look at it here. You have to just open this point. If you have more than one company, just open it like this. Just one like that. Add it like this. Then you submit it. But if you totally expand it to allow it to like be full Excel sheet, just like yes. If it's like this, like this,
okay,
it won't go. But if you want to do it like this, you must make sure this thing is not exceeding the number of companies you are adding. Look at it here. This one is, I have one company here, Busy Nigeria Limited. If I want to have another company, Paul PSC, for example, add the thing, add the date, add the service rendered, add the amount, the rate, and withholding tax amount. Withholding tax amount and the thing. You won't expand this place more than the place you are filing. It will go.
Wow.
It will go.
Okay, sir.
Yes.
I have one question, sir.
All right, be fast.
Okay.
You have 10 minutes.
Yes. Okay, a quick one. Let's start that they employ me as an accountant for a pharmaceutical company that just want to open, they just want to start filing their VAT.
Yes.
And they want me to do all the processing. How do I go about it?
Yes. Well, you first make sure, are they registered for VAT? If they are not registered, you register the company. After that, you are going to bring out their sales. If they are not registered for VAT, you go and register them with the government. And if they are registered, they'll give you a tax Promax login details. And another thing is, you are going to understand the nature of their transactions. If they are service providing industry, for example, a telecommunication, their sales will include VAT. Their sales will include VAT. If you bring out their sales, you bring out all their cost of sales, their purchases. If you have done that, you do your total VAT output and your total VAT input. Then you file the way I've filed it for you right about now. Just make sure you have their tax Promax login details and you understand the business process, how they capture their sales and how the money is going out. That's your basic duty as an accountant. Understand the business process, understand how money comes in and how money goes out. And that's all.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Maybe when you send them the Excel sheet that you told us, we'll also check that one too. Thank you very much.
Yes, I will edit it and I will send it to you.
All right, sir. Thank you.
Any other question? Any other question?
Sir, I have a question. It's very quick.
All right.
Thank you for the class.
All right.
Sir, please, hello?
I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
So my question is real quick. Is the tax is the tin different from the is the tin number, the tax identification number, is it different from the tax Promax number that we're given?
Yes, for
from
every company.
virus?
Yes, that's a very good question. For every company, you have two TIN. Your TIN for
Sorry,
tax.
I didn't get my question.
Yes, I get your question. You said, is your TIN different from the tax Promax this thing?
Hello?
I can get you, although the network is breaking, but I can get your question.
Hello, sir.
I can, hello?
Mm.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, you see your TIN, tax identification number, the one that ends with 30.
Hello, sir, that's my question. You got my
Network without.
yes, I can hear
Hello? Network.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. This thing here is different from the thing on your legal documents details. This thing is for your particularly your tax Promax, for your tax Promax profile for filing VAT. This thing is only meant to be used by the tax authorities. Once they input it into their system, they will see the name of your company and the name of you, the individual that is in charge of this tax Promax. That's this thing. That is what it's meant for. But you now see the other one, the thing in your company is the actual one that is used in paying for VAT consumption. And I say consumption for VAT, for CIT, is your main tax identification number. But this one is your tax profile identification number. It's for your tax Promax profile, this one here. But the team for your company, that one that ends with 3 zeros and 1, that one is the one, your legal team, recognized by your bank, by your tax authorities, your name, your company details. But this one is for your tax details. Yes. I have a question. All right.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Eh? Can you hear me now? I can't hear you well. Please speak louder.
I'm here now.
Yeah, okay, I can manage to hear you.
Yes, the PIN number on the tax map is different from the one that people register. That is on the bank account, and it also pertains the person in charge. What if the person in charge left the company?
I can't hear you. I can't hear you. No, 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 no. I can't hear you very well.
Okay.
Hey, I don't know if you can quickly type that.
What he's saying,
Okay.
what he's trying to say is that what if the person that is handling this particular tax promise for a particular company leaves that company? What happens?
Leaves the company.
Yes.
Okay, for example, look at my name on this thing. That's how it will be. Except if you want to go and take another login details, you give them another new email address. So you get. So all you just need to do is just to give your colleague or anybody you are going to leave the task, give them the login details. That's all. It's just like the login details for your bank profile in your company. Look at my company now. Our first CFO has left, but he's the one in charge of our bank profile before. Once you log into our bank profile, is his name it will bring, his full name. She gets. So he's a representative of the company.
Mr. Paul, let me add to that. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so it doesn't really matter the name that is there, but you can, as the accountant coming in, you can also change the details of that person. Look at that taxpayer details. Mr. Paul, can you click that taxpayer details?
Yes.
No, details.
Okay.
Taxpayer profile.